Who called us?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Who you ever talk to us, man? Get your hand out.
Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Don't touch me. I'm not touching you. Don't touch me. I'm not touching you. Bye.
I'm not going anywhere until we're done.
He's like anxious that she's gonna.
I'm not touching no.
Back up.
I'm not touching no touching.
Yeah, he's like literally pushing the cops, trying to get to her. So in this video, you're gonna see a clear example of a controlling and entitled boyfriend, where I just finished watching it, now I'm editing it to post it here. And you know, I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of guys now in a domestic violence abusive situation, and my name's Dr. Jake. I have a PhD focused on this, abuse and domestic violence. And this is such a clear example of how tunnel vision, you know, an abusive person can be, and how possessive they can be, even when the cops come knocking for domestic violence call. So I'm not sure why you're here watching this, but I'm glad you're here watching this, and let's get right into it. Okay, so we're at an apartment building. The neighbors probably called.
I want to make sure it's not actually what's going on here. Sorry out.
Okay, yeah, so they don't know what's going on, it sounds like, so it's probably someone's yelling, my neighbor's yelling, go check it out, cops, which is not uncommon where they don't have a lot of information. I can see him through the window though, so. You have to get a warrant, I'm sure.
Oh. Here they come. Back up.
See something in a minute.
What did you beat on the door like that for?
Because you wouldn't.
Okay, really quick. So in these situations, cops don't like them for a lot of reasons, most cops, because they're incredibly emotional. People are usually drinking. It's kind of a private thing, but that's now public, and a lot of guys especially don't like that. And there's some interesting research on that kind of front and backstage, like reputation damage, etc. But for this situation, it's also very dangerous for the victim, again, because it's not uncommon in these situations for the abuser, the offender, to take someone hostage or like act out emotionally in this point, because they're getting caught. Essentially, they're kind of put into a corner, and if they're in a mandated arrest state, someone's going to jail, period. Which means essentially in about half the states in the US, if there's a domestic violence call, the cops are arresting somebody. They're legally supposed to in those states. But also for the cops, it's really dangerous with mandated arrest too, and this situation's a good example of it. Hopefully not, but about 100 to 200, over 100 cops die every year, basically. And about 10% of those, give or take, depending on the study you read, are in domestic calls. Usually the offender will harm the victim, so the boyfriend will hurt the girlfriend or husband, the wife, but sometimes it's the cops. So depending on the study you look at, so the FBI tracks officer injuries and fatalities across the US, and it's called the Uniform Crime Report, and it's got problems with it and how they kind of track the data. So you have to be kind of leery when you look at exactly how many cops or exactly what percentages get injured in domestic calls, but it's give or take around, 10% or so or more of cops are killed in these types of calls. And again, it's a lot of he said, she said, and cops don't love these situations here.
Answer the door.
I actually know the fuck you beat on the door like that for. There's no
Try to get
reason.
them an answer.
There's no reason for you to beat on the door like that for.
Okay.
No reason at all.
So he's
There's a baby in here.
He's
There's no reason at all
Then you shouldn't answer
for you
the
to
door.
beat on the door like that. No reason at all.
Okay. Who called us?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you willing to talk to us, ma'am?
Yeah.
What?
Are you willing to talk to us real quick?
About what?
Well, we got a few phone calls that someone thought that there's a domestic violence situation going on,
And that
This
there's a
guy's
female
either
outside
guilty as
naked,
fuck, or he's
and they
got
believe
bad
that she went back into apartment B
cop
boy.
history.
This is D,
Or both.
obviously. But the phone number that we got called
Okay,
from,
do you have a permit to be in my apartment right now?
the phone number we
Do you have a permit to be in my apartment
stop
right now?
talking, I'm not speaking.
I don't have a.
Yeah,
I don't
cops at the
stop
door.
talking
That's like
if
it's
I
kind
want
of
to. I can talk if I want to. Freedom of speech. Thank you very much. So, do you have a permit to be in my
a
apartment?
door, so you can't.
I'm talking
Let
to
him.
you. Would you like to talk to me?
Which is
I'm talking to you right now.
sticking
Though.
his neck out.
Okay,
But
well,
You were ignoring.
Just come outside and talk to me for like 30 seconds. And
Look how they're ignoring me right now, though.
I am ignoring you.
yeah,
Okay, so I'm ignoring you right now,
we
though.
have work
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay, so
We were
Okay,
sleeping.
please move. I'm trying to.
just like you're ignoring me, I can ignore you, right?
Okay, well, we'd like to talk to her real quick. If she's willing to talk to us, just move on anyway,
Yeah,
okay?
I don't need to do shit, actually, right? Freedom of speech, freedom of whatever. So What's the point of your foot being?
Okay, we'd like to talk to her real quick, and then
What's the point of your foot being in my
I'm
apartment?
preventing you
Yeah, he
from
did
shutting
something
the door
wrong.
while I'm
He's-
trying to speak
he's-
to the female that is standing behind you.
Okay, you're
We are
speaking to
here
her, though.
trying to investigate.
Who tried
possible
to come to the
domestic
door
violence.
and you wouldn't let her.
No, she's at the door,
Yeah.
actually.
No, she tried to come here and I saw you grab her and pull her back, and then you ran to the door.
You didn't see
We
me
saw her
grab
put
it.
hands
You
on
didn't
her,
see
so
me
then
grab her at
he's
all.
got-
Actually. I didn't grab her at all. Did I grab her talk to you for like, bro, so you're thinking I'm shit. You thinking I'm shit. I didn't grab her at all. I'm speaking. What are you talking about?
Or he was saying that.
Then let us speak with her. Peter, he's out of my face.
Listen,
Get your hand out.
why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Don't touch me. I'm not touching you. Don't touch me. I'm not touching you.
Get your hand out of my face.
Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me?
Yeah, he's-
Stop. You're just stop. You're making this a lot harder than that. Stop. You're taking me for a punk.
Can I talk to you?
I got touched my heart.
I
they
did.
got him separated. That's good.
What happened?
We were just arguing.
Something about you guys.
But he can still hear
Nothing-
her. They
nothing
need to
was
like
violent,
move her
nothing-
further away.
Just arguing.
That's best practice. You don't want the victim and offender to hear each other when they're
So-
doing.
I don't provide a statement. I don't want nothing to happen. I don't want this.
Okay, that's fine.
Nothing.
You're not injured.
No.
Were you
nothing.
outside naked?
No.
He wouldn't let you back in?
Not naked,
Okay.
but
Just in less clothing than what you are right now.
I'm not going anywhere.
not naked.
Okay.
Stay right here until we're done here.
Alright. I didn't touch you at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's much.
Okay.
Okay, a couple things here. Like, looks like there's a kid there too, which isn't good, obviously, for safety. So he's gatekeeping here, essentially, which is he's trying to prevent the victim from being alone with the cop, which is obviously, red flag. It's communication control, where again, it's folks who are in abusive relationships with controlling partners. They'll do what they can to isolate their victims from friends and family who can call them out for their bullshit and help. And then this is a really like salient example here where he's like physically trying to stop her from talking to them. He's standing in the door, not letting them in, which there could be some other rationales there, but I'd put money on that. He's gatekeeping and trying to, again, communication control her from telling the cops what's been going on. And the cops really should remove them further away from each other so she can actually say what's going on more objectively away from him. And so again, best practice is you remove them, you build trust and rapport with that person, then they'll tell you the truth, what's going on. But if he's eavesdropping and she knows he's eavesdropping, she's not gonna, tell him, how bad things really are.
Bad, John.
Nothing.
You're not yet.
No.
You also sound like you bad. She wouldn't let you back in.
Yeah, he needs to
Bye.
go.
I'm not going anywhere until we're
Yeah,
done here.
he's like anxious that she's gonna,
I'm not touching no cousin.
Back up.
I'm not touching no cousin.
yeah, he's like literally
Back up.
pushing the cops to try to get to her.
You're under arrest.
From what? I didn't fucking touch
Spit on me.
I know it's spit.
Roll over. Now.
Roll
over.
I spit on the ground.
Just
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind
I
your
got a
back.
whole camera, bro.
We have a
I
camera.
spit on the ground.
There's a camera.
I spit on the
There's a
ground.
camera.
You spit on me.
On the ground.
You don't spit in your house. So
You're
you're saying you spit on the ground?
Like on the ground. You was tweaking.
Oh, freak out.
I felt it hit me. So
You felt it hit you.
Okay.
You're wearing pants and
Stop.
a long sleeve. You felt it hit you?
Hey, Xavier, do you have an ID on you?
Are you guys got body cams?
yes,
Yes.
it's recording.
They all are?
Yes. Go outside.
Why is his lip busted?
I can't get a read on her. If she's like, thank God he's out of here, or if she's like actually trying to like defend him. Going through some dissonance here.
Obstruction resisting.
You're doing for no right for nothing clean.
Okay.
Yeah, don't spit on him, dude.
I don't like this for nothing.
Okay.
They could have probably arrested him before, but it would have been a lot more pain if not like he spit on him.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Swing your feet in.
I think that we're gonna be tired if he's like on something maybe. Or he's the like
What's your name?
better flight mode.
Need name, date of birth, address from an attack on refusal to disclose personal identifying information. What's your name?
Dude.
What is it? I have to be able to hear you.
You heard me, Xavier.
I didn't. Is it Xavier Bailey? Xavier? Yes, no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bailey? Yes, no?
You spelled good job. I'm proud of you.
Okay. Stop.
Dude, okay, gross. Okay, he's got like blood in his mouth too. That's actually like health-wise dangerous. So they're gonna put a spit hood on, and I bet they're gonna that's like a screen mesh bag you put over someone's head so they don't spit on you. So what we're seeing here, it's a really good example, or a salient example rather, is this psychological reactance where, you know, whether it's a cop and they have more power over him, so he doesn't like that, so he acts out, doesn't like authority, in other words, or within a relationship, you know, our spouses, you know, you can't go out, you know, and do something, or you can't do this because blah, blah, blah. You can't buy another thing on Amazon, blah, blah, blah. It gets into this dominance power struggle where we don't like people telling us what to do or controlling us, so we react out. And what he's doing, what we do when we're in this psychological reactance mindset, is our brain sort of shifting from, you know, what's happening, what's our perception, into how can I fight back? How can I warp, you know, my perception in my account of what's going on to somebody else to kind of damage control or make things, you know, less harmful for me. That's what he's doing in this situation. And I bet too, like his outright overt, like physical stopping the cops from coming in and talking to his girlfriend, that, you know, what I see time and time again, hundreds of cases I can worked with literally, is where people are doing this sort of thing with the cops right then and there, you know, and I would put all the money to my name on the table to wager that he is controlling her digitally in other relationships as well. He's saying, you can't hang out with this friend. She's a bad influence on you. Your family's a bad influence. Just stay with me. I'll take care of you. That kind of bullshit that's going on. And the digital, you know, apps, social media, etc. He's definitely monitoring kind of who she's talking to, because he knows in the back of his mind, the very, very back of his mind, that's where people go to therapy, so they can listen to that back of your mind voice saying, hey, you shouldn't be doing this because it's not good. That he's controlling her in other ways as well. Now
What's your current address?
You there, aren't you?
Well, I'm just confirming that that's her address.
I'm surprised he's not. He's gonna get spat on again. I was just done.
That's his cell phone.
Okay.
Okay.
So now they have her alone from him.
Did you cover all the DV questions with her?
She said they had an argument. That's about as far as we got.
So
She doesn't want to make
those
a
are like
statement.
risk
You're not
assessment
injured or anything,
questions.
right? You
No,
don't
it
mark
never
that.
got
Never got that
physical.
physical.
No.
See if
How
things
did you
are
end
going
up
to be
outside?
bad. So what?
So it was partially me walking out and partially getting shoved a little. Like it was me walking out. I wasn't gonna walk out to my car naked. That was definitely me being petty, me.
Okay.
But and then I got shoved, and then he shut the door.
Okay.
So she did get shoved.
And then I didn't even try to see if it was open or anything.
You just kind of hung out outside for.
Yes, I hid behind my car, so no one would see me.
Why did you hide? Just.
I didn't want
for the
to.
argument? Oh, okay. Because
And
you were.
I was
Were you
naked.
completely naked, or just
No,
like
completely.
thrown underwear?
So
I
she
had
was
this
trying
shirt
to
on.
leave,
Yeah,
and
this-
he
okay.
pushed her
and then
out.
underwear. So I felt pretty naked, but
Yeah.
I wasn't fully naked.
Okay. Hang out here for a minute.
So it's 10 o'clock now.
Xavier, go and step out.
He's going to get spit on again here. No spit hood. Maybe that didn't happen.
He's over there.
He looks done though. I think his adrenaline, testosterone, and reality setting in for him at this point.
Hang out in here for a minute. Zeta.
Yeah, that's GG's for him. So, okay, a few kind of closing things here. For him, I do believe that people can turn things around. They can do that work. They can put the hours and the miles in to turn themselves around. And that's the work I do. I work with guys in similar situations from like my day job. So I do believe he can make a change. It'll take some work again, but got a lot of work to do. And at this point too, if you're watching this and you think, oh, that wasn't abusive, that was a one bad moment situation, I've gotten a few comments on that over different videos, I invite you to do some introspection because bad. So I want to focus on the victim though in this situation because I feel like that happens not enough. So for her, in her situation, she's having this cognitive dissonance we saw where she's kind of defending him in front of the cops. She's like asking why the lip was bleeding. She's asking about or bringing up the cameras recording, etc. But then when he was gone, she sort of changed her tune a bit in terms of, yes, there was physical contact. He shoved me out and they were having an argument about something. So we kind of saw that in real time. And what's going on there is like we saw in her this belief of this guy loves me, protects me, and he's the father of my child, I'm assuming. And then he just shoved me. He just pushed me. The cops are here. He's being arrested for how he's been treating me. So you have that sort of reality come in. And with this, it's really, it's a good example or salient example rather that domestic violence, coercive control instills this learned helplessness in victims where you need to depend on me for everything. And if I'm gone, nobody's here to protect you or provide for you. And that's obviously, abuse. And if you don't think that's abuse, then, you got some work to do on yourself, to be honest, because I really hope she gets help from victim services and the resources she needs. And that he goes to therapy and does some work on himself because there's a lot to be done for him. And that's all, folks. Thank you for watching. I, of course, invite you to subscribe if you have not already, or add a comment as well. Do you have a story or experience or detail that you noticed from the video that I missed? I really enjoy reading those. It means a lot to me that you engage with these videos, and I plan on making these forever. So feel free to subscribe and join me on this journey. It'll be an interesting one, I'm sure. So thanks, folks. Toodles.